Is it just that singular action of leaving the party or the fact that he tore his card? Because, for instance, if he had left the party and, say, handed over the card to the ward chairman, who would say that was the ward chairman?
Thank you, Malpa.
Would you have had a problem with that?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
But you feel very strongly about the action of tearing his membership card.
Tell me one person of Obasanjo's status that has acted like that in public.
Now I had
even talk about the Western countries.
I'm just a little curious. What effect, aside the emotions that might go with that singular action, do you think that it has any effect whatsoever on your party?
Definitely, Maupe. I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party. It hurt me personally, emotionally. Not against my party, but against who is tearing. If one thug from another party is tearing a PDP or burning a PDP card, doesn't move me. But when Obasanjo, he knows what PDP stands for. He knows that PDP shows a federal coloration, a federal character, a federal rainbow coalition of the entire country as a party. Your action tearing the card definitely, has created. If I looked at Obasanjo on a scale of 1 to 10, it's now a 2.
Would you say, I mean, naturally, because your emotions are already affected, but
yeah,
one would say that it would seem that it was deliberate to send that message to the party. It was meant to hurt. It was an action meant to hurt and also show perhaps how deeply too he's hurted. How do you think, now that, do you think there can ever be any sort of reconciliation, ever?
It's a good, you are used to asking very tough questions. I think that is between Obasanjo and God. That will be between himself and God. Because, you see, let me say something. We're all in politics. Some of us are in politics because we want to eat tomorrow. Some of us are in politics because we want to see a change. Some of us are in politics because we have suffered something and we believe in what we're seeing in front of us. You understand? What Obasanjo has done symbolizes things I cannot even see on TV. I start thinking, is this an agent of the CIA? Is he really Nigerian? Is he really, does he really believe in what? I feel like I've been taken for a ride, thinking that Obasanjo stood for the unity of this country.
Do you see him as a statesman?
I see him as a lucky man. You see, let me give, my father is about 83. I'm 52. You understand? And my father told me a story about during the war, because we lived in Ibadan. And he told me, this Obasanjo was the person we were looking for to meet the Biafrans at Ore. We now had to send Engineer Santos to go and bomb the Ore Bridge so that the Biafrans do not come this way. My father told me, it wasn't anybody that told me, and I suffered during the war. Let me give you a scenario. Why can't Obasanjo, in his status as statesman and his goodwill all over the north, call the northern emirs and sultans and everybody and say, look, for 35 years we've ruled, blah, blah, blah. these guys, it's only 4 years. Let them do the 4 years. But you know what? What do you guys want in this government? Let's form an all-inclusive government and let peace reign.
Perhaps he was not given, well, we don't know why he's not done that, and maybe he was not given that role, but do you think...
Obasanjo has the power to call anybody.
Are you letting that singular action really get to you? Because it's one thing for somebody to carry out an action, perhaps knowing the gravity of what it is that he's doing, perhaps also an expression of just how deeply he feels. But it's another thing for a party or individuals within that party to say they're going to let that action get to them.
I'm talking about one thing. I'm talking about the person. It creates enmity between members of the People's Democratic Party that are committed to the party against the person. And that person happens to be my leader, happens to be someone that I respect, somebody that I looked up to, that brought me. He didn't bring me into politics, but because I saw a situation whereby, wow, a Yoruba man, after what happened to MKO, a Yoruba man becomes president, I will support that. Or it came to reality, oh, Nigeria must stay united.
Will you miss him?
I will miss his jokes. But that doesn't mean I can't go to his house and he will still continue to joke. But I think my advice to him is stay out of politics.
Do you see any plus in his action?
Any what?
Any plus in his action?
Any plus? For who? Anything that isn't a plus to the Nigerian people is not a plus for me.
All right, Mr. Adedeji Doherty is a former PDP acting Southwest Zonal Vice Chairman. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's where we're trying to cut in today on the program. We thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Usa.
Well, thank you. It's been an emotional moment here.
And I'm Neil Tagbe. Have a great day.